Hi all, welcome to PowerShell for Penetration Testers at Pentester Academy. In this video, let's continue to discuss modules in PowerShell and let's write some script modules and see the details. Recall that we wrote a script called show advanced script while discussing advanced functions. To create a script module, we need not do anything but copy the script with extension ps1 to the extension psm1. That is the only difference right now between our script and our module would be the extension, that is psm1 in place of ps1. Let's copy it. Now let's open the module. Okay, so this is our module. Let's import it. And to see the commands made available by a module, we should use the get command commandlet, and on the parameter module pass the name of the module. As you can see, the command type exported by our module show advanced script is a function, and the name of the function is also show advanced script. Now we can use this function as we did earlier. Let's write another function in this module and let's call it test check test file existence, and let's call the test path commandlet and pass to it this variable. This looks fine, isn't it? No, because file path has been defined in another function, we need to expand its scope. Let's make it global. Now let's first remove the module show advanced script. Let's re-import it with verbose parameter. As you can see that both of the functions have been imported. Now let's use show advanced script function and delete a file okay, let's remove this file. Now let's use test file existence to see whether this file exists. It returned false, that is the file doesn't exist. Also, if we run the get command commandlet now, we will see that two functions have been exported by our module. As you can see, writing script modules or any kind of modules in PowerShell greatly increase the convenience and reusability of the code. Now let's create another function here and call it do no need to show, and let's assume that it does some important stuff. Now let's remove the module. We can always re-import the module instead of removing it and re-importing it, but it is advised so that there is no confusion. Let's import it again. Now we also get a warning that some of the imported commands do not follow the verb noun convention, and that command or function is do need not to show. So that means, irrespective of the warning, if we want to hide this function or not hide, we do not want this function to be available in a PowerShell session for various reasons. For example, it does something which needs not to be presented to user, then we can use the export module member commandlet, which allows us to whitelist the name of functions or members which could be exported. For example, here if we do not want to export this function, we need to specify these two. But in a large module, this would be cumbersome, as we need to explicitly mention each and every function which needs to be exported. So a good solution which I saw on Stack Overflow was to use this. Here we followed the verb hyphen noun naming convention only for those functions which we want to be exported. So now if we remove the module and re-import it, you can see that do need not show function has not been loaded. So this way, again, export module member, and you would be able to see much more details. Now, as an exercise, write a module which checks for the presence of this KB, the famous pass the hash fix 1, and the module must have at least two functions. One which does the actual stuff of looking for this KB on a machine, and another for displaying the results to the user with a proper warning if the patch or the fix is not found. Also, the first function should not be exported. So that is all for this video. If you are enjoying your time at Pentester Academy, please recommend us to your friends and colleagues in information security community.